man, you come with all the positivity right now. Oh, snap, all the positivity.
We spent 2022 interviewing strangers on the street about the most important moments in their lives.
We only live once, you know.
From these interviews, we've been able to create a list of essential lessons that you need to take into 2023 to have your best year yet.
There's always so much more to learn and to live for.
They told us what to expect, but till you actually experience, you don't really have a clue.
Lesson number 1. Don't doubt yourself.
I think in the past I was insecure about feeling like everyone else was better than me at everything. Just feeling like everybody else had something that I didn't have, that I could never get.
If you feel low self-confidence, you need to realize that everyone faces their own insecurities. You are not alone.
What am I insecure about? Abandonment. I'm always afraid that I'm going to wind up alone. Whether that's with family or my partner or my friends, I think it's a fear a lot of humans have. I just think it haunts me maybe more than the average person.
I was insecure about not ever getting married or finding somebody. Not wearing makeup. I don't feel like I can go in public without makeup. It's just something I'm insecure about, and I've always been insecure about it.
I think I'm insecure about a lot of the ideas I have, like in my job, like work-wise. Like I think I'm just insecure about like making the wrong decision, and like I stress out about it like so hard. Like I'll just like be awake all night thinking about like this upcoming session, like, and just like what I'm gonna do and this and that. And it's like, oh, are they gonna be happy with the end product or not? But I don't know. I guess that's what I'm kind of insecure about. But I guess that just kind of goes into play with, you know, the job.
Probably just looking dumb. That's one thing I always feel. I always want to watch what I say. I don't want to come across as dumb. I want to come across as well-informed and educated. So, yeah.
Getting old and older. It's hard to get around now.
I'm 74 and I don't want to be a 74-year-old. So I'm always challenging myself, right, to do things and keep active, and I like being around younger people because of communication, you know. As an older person and a retired person, sometimes you get stuck in just talking about the past, and I think there's always so much more to learn and to live for.
Lesson number 2. We aren't born with insecurities. We are taught them.
Are you insecure about anything?
No, not really.
That's great. Are you insecure about anything?
Not really, no.
Nothing?
No.
That's good.
Try your best to unlearn them. It is hard to unlearn these insecurities, but it is well worth the work.
You know, you got to get over that, man. We only live once, you know, so we got to take that in mind and just try to be in the spirit more than the flesh, because the flesh will cause you to think too much. You know, it's a lot of strongholds, and it causes you to want to give up on life, man. The flesh is what causes a lot of people to do suicide, a lot of shootings, a lot of killings. You put on the news. A lot of people are worried and stressed out because they're in the flesh. But that's why you need to get in the spirit.
Oh no, I'm feeling really confident right now. I just really in a really good place in my life. So I just feel like I have a say in what I do and where I do it and how I do it and all that. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. So that confidence is, I think, supersedes a lot of other things that come into mind. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Was there what time, like in your life, do you think you got that confidence?
Late 40s probably. I'm 60 now, and late 40s I really started working on me and feeling good about what I did, and understanding that not everyone's going to like me or like my decisions, but that's who I am.
Lesson number 3. Cherish the people you love.
So that was probably, the scariest thing.
We asked strangers what moment from their life had scared them the most, and most of the stories didn't involve themselves being put in danger, but their loved ones. If you have people this important to you in your life, make sure you tell them that you love them.
When I was quite young, my dad was in a serious car accident, and I remember, I think it was 7 or 8 or something like this, and I remember getting a phone call to our house very early in the morning, and that really was so unsettling because we had to go to the hospital to see him, and my mom was driving us all, and it was just that uncertainty was quite scary. Similarly, when I had another family member who had a very serious illness and surgery, and then just kind of the prognosis was quite negative immediately after, and so that was, again, kind of similarly, the uncertainty just really was scary, but then fortunately it kind of ended up working out, but just those kind of initial moments and couple of weeks were quite tenuous.
When my mom got diagnosed with cancer when I was 16, she got diagnosed with cancer. That was probably the scariest moment of my life.
I've had plenty of those. Mostly situations with my son. Well, he's got some bad habits. That worries me a lot. I'm losing a lot of good people to those same bad habits. So I've been losing a lot of good friends and a lot of solid people due to the same addiction. I don't share the addiction, but I don't condone it, but I don't have the right, I don't feel, to tell anybody to stop, right? It's sad.
I was in North Bay, Ontario, Canada. I was in the military. I got a phone call from the weather station. In North Bay, I worked in a place called the Rock Complex, which is the equivalent to Cheyenne Mountain in Colorado. So it's what the military did for airspace sovereignty. Anyway, I got a call from the weather guy going, "You should come down here. We got to talk." And I'm like, "Okay." He says, "Is Taz with you?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Get him to come with you." So we go downstairs to this weather room, and he's like, "There's a tornado that just hit Edmonton." And there was all alerts, so it's here's straight landlines. So I don't know if it exists now still, but back in the day, you could have a direct line that would bump anything off. If someone was talking to you, this call would go through to you no matter what. And so we called our parents. It's everything okay? And they were stunned, shocked, because it was 1986 that we knew that fast. But weather, when it happens. So with the radar systems that we had and stuff like that, yeah, we knew about it right away. It's crazy. So that was probably, the scariest thing. Fear for my family. Yeah, my family was here. I was in North Bay.
Seeing my mom laying dead in the coffin after watching me suffer from cancer about a month, that really scared me. And I was probably one of the only ones taking it really hard at the funeral wake, and due to my brother and sisters not, because they were there most of the time while she was suffering. And changing about when you're suffering from cancer, you're pretty much a baby again, losing everything. You're back in the diaper.
Lesson number 4. We all have dreams, and we all have challenges.
That was about 25 years ago. I hit rock bottom with drinking, and I cried out to God, and He showed up. When I try and run my life my way, I screw up every time. So I read my Bible and pray.
When you feel unmotivated, think about the people around you who have overcome tremendous obstacles.
These Ukrainians have just escaped the horrors of their home.
Yeah, I'm trying to live in Canada. It's incredible for me that I'm here, and all my friends saying me that I'm insane. But I'm trying to go to university. It's my dream now. I would like to be interior designer. So yeah, it's art part of me.
It's a big step for me because I am a student here. The last time I attended school was 1995. So that was 27 years ago. So it's a big challenge for me, and also it's my personal dream to be here studying, pursuing my personal goals after 27 years.
What made you take that leap?
Actually, aside from my personal goal, also for my family, way back in the Philippines. So because I see a big future here for them, So actually, I am 48 years old now. So it's really a big step on my part to go back to school and study again. But actually, I saw the opportunity to open doors for them.
I dealt with dyslexia my whole life. I have extreme dyslexia, so I always like procrastinated and getting education or like pursuing things that were out of my like comfort zone because I didn't want to come off as stupid. But now that I'm older, I'm like, that's stupid to think that. So my dream is to become a producer or like some sort of management of creativity. I like managing people's creativity and just helping them express their art or just like help them achieve their dreams. So I'm taking a diploma program right now at MacEwan called Art and Cultural Management. I think that is like very much expanding my understanding of what direction I want to go in with my dream, and yeah.
Lesson number 5. Celebrate others' successes. When those around us rise up, we will rise up too.
Again, I learned later in life, but I wish I knew it back then, was that there's room for everyone to be successful and you don't have to be competitive with others. And that, you know, if others are thriving, you're likely to thrive. Like everyone can kind of rise up and there's just room for everyone at the table. Those are kind of two things I wish I knew earlier.
It was when we went to nationals in London, Ontario, and she won the women's national tournament with the U of M Bisons, and it was just an amazing moment. It was, yeah, I'll never forget it. Yeah. It was hockey. Yes, I'll mention it was hockey. Yeah, yeah, it was an awesome moment. Yeah.
The moment that my ex-wife got accepted in Canadian Memorial Chiropractic College, after 2 years of writing exam for medical school, she didn't get in. But the third time she did, she got accepted in Canadian Memorial Chiropractic College. In that moment, I was so happy when she gave me that news. We had a kid too, right? And his mother, my ex-wife, she got accepted. I was so happy and I was so hopeful that women, especially women, can do anything. Doesn't matter if they are married, they have kids, and they are this and that. If they put their mind on something, they can do it. They can do it, that's no question about it. Why I am saying that now to you is, I'm coming from a country that women is a second citizen. This is one of the reasons that I am in this country and I came from that environment to this environment, because I always believed in the same right that I have, my sister has.
With this perspective and knowledge, you will be able to make the most of your future. Keep these lessons close to you as you enter the new year. Thank you so much for watching this video, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more. If you support our message, please share this video with someone who needs to see it.